Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hi there.
Now, we put out a reaction to Top Gun Maverick a couple days ago.
Yeah, a few days ago.
And so in there, I said that, so people told me in the comments that Tom Cruise isn't really flying. He's not allowed to, etc. And you kind of even mentioned that. And then in that video, people were commenting, no, he was really flying certain things. I'm like, you know what, I don't know. And so Paramount Pictures is like, you know, we're gonna put this to rest. They have this video called Top Gun Maverick, real flying, real G-forces, pure adrenaline.
Ooh.
And I got excited when I saw this. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what this has to say about the whole ordeal.
Number one ready. Maverick to range control, stand by. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
After 34 years, Tom Cruise returns as Maverick, a film about family, friendship, and sacrifice. It's a love letter to aviation. We're going to show you what it's really like to be a Top Gun pilot.
You just can't create this kind of experience unless you shoot it live. In order for us to accomplish this, we have the greatest fighter pilots in the world working with us.
We're working with a brand new camera system that allows us to put 6 IMAX quality cameras inside the cockpit with the actors.
Wow.
Cameras are on. Check cameras on. Ready to go.
It's amazing what we see in the cockpit and what an audience is going to experience.
Oh man.
Just a little higher. Because I have a great camera position.
Thanks to Tom, all the actors are becoming accustomed to the G-forces by all the training that they're doing.
It is aggressive. You can't act that. The distortion in the face. They're pulling 7.5 H's. That's 1,600 pounds of force. I am so proud of them and what they've done. And it is heavy duty.
Oh my god.
Putting us up in these jets, it's very serious. That's why everybody thought it would be impossible. And I think when Tom hears that something's impossible or it can't be done, that's when he gets to work.
3, 2, 1.
Aviation film like this has never been done, and chances are it will never be done again.
Wow.
Okay, so he's not actually like flying it. He's in the
He's
cockpit.
in it.
He's in the cockpit,
Yeah.
but he's not like actually piloting the plane. There's a
big difference.
There's a distinction there.
Yeah.
So
it's like going skydiving and you're attached to your instructor. You're going tandem skydiving. You're getting the experience. You're feeling all the stuff, but you're not the one who's like, oh, now's the time to pull the string, you know? So we don't die.
But you know for sure, Tom Cruise and by extension Jerry Bruckheimer was like, can we get Tom to actually fly the plane? Like,
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I'm pretty sure like there was all kinds of debate about whether or not they can make that happen, about him actually piloting it this time. Because he
Yeah.
piloted the helicopters in Mission Impossible with Henry Cavill. They were piloting those helicopters for realsies, as far as I knew.
Well, I imagine that the type of stuff that they're doing in this movie, like the type of aero acrobatics that are being done here, is something that requires a high degree of skill.
I think they all do. Yes, and yes. Okay, first off, yes. The helicopter. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted though. Like the helicopter piloting also requires a high degree of skill, a lot of
Yeah.
training, and then this is obviously, you know,
Next level.
Well, next level.
Yeah.
And so I get it, but I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise was like, how do we make this happen? How do we make it happen where I'm actually the one who's, you know, controlling the $32 million planes? Like, I want to,
Yeah.
or I don't actually know how much they cost.
But can you imagine how much the insurance would be if they actually pulled that off? For him, mega star Tom Cruise, and he's like, I'm gonna be doing these crazy stunts and flying these planes like that, and then the insurance probably would have been prohibitively high, because should something happen to him.
I think it gets to the point where their insurance just won't cover it. I mean, like, how do you how do you cover actors being in these actual planes? Like that's already a risk. If you try to get coverage on a Rolls Royce, for instance, or what's the top of the line car from England?
Aston Martin.
That's not what I was thinking about, but sure. Is it from England, the one I'm thinking of? The F1 McLaren.
Okay.
That's English, right?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, you can't get that insured. Like, you could try. I watched that English dude on Top
Gun? Top Gear?
See, I knew I wasn't gonna say
I know. You're like Top Gear. Top Gear.
He was like driving the car and trying to get it insured, like as a joke, and they're just like, no, we're not gonna. No. Are you crazy? Yeah, England.
Yeah, England.
So.
No, I'm sorry.
You should know this, ACHARA.
I should know this, all right? I'm not the best car person.
That is whack.
That is whack.
Total whackness.
Whackity, whackity, whack.
All I'm saying is, I don't think there's a way you can get that insured. Like, what are you gonna insure? What are you gonna...
For all the money in the world.
Yeah, I don't care what it is that enables Tom Cruise mentally to do this. I love that he does this. I don't care about the means. I care about, what's the phrase? The ends justify the means. Yeah. Whatever it is that he's, you know, like, I love that he makes this happen.
He's so gung-ho.
Yeah.
Well, my thought was, and I had this thought when we watched the trailer last time, was, as one of the younger actors who signed on to do this film, and you're like, awesome, I'm doing the new Top Gun film with Tom Cruise. Oh crap, he's gonna make me do everything.
Yeah.
What can you say? What can you do? If Tom Cruise is doing it, are you gonna be the one that pusses out and goes, you know what, is there any way that we could, you know, not do this? It's like, of course you're gonna do it because Tom Cruise is leading the way. So all the youngsters are like, all right, we're gonna swallow our barf on the plane and do a good job because Tom Cruise says so. Well,
I'm pretty sure that Tom Cruise did a lot of producing work leading up to hiring of actors. I'm pretty sure he's doing a lot of pounding the pavement with Top Gun Maverick, with Jerry Bruckheimer, prepping everything, figuring all that stuff out, doing all the negotiations and whatnot to make the film happen, and what they can actually execute with these fighter pilots. I'm pretty sure all that was sorted before they brought on any extra actors, right? And then eventually, once that was sorted out, they go and like start auditioning actors or giving them readings and whatnot, and seeing who has the right chemistry for the film. After they have their picks of people, I'm pretty sure to get selected for this movie, they have to do tests in these fighter pilots, in these jets, to see if they can even handle it. And
I think I would have failed.
I personally would have been so thrilled to even like just fly in one of those things. When I saw a long time ago, you can probably find it on YouTube somewhere, Tim Allen, as part of Home Improvement, his TV show he used to have, he got to go in the Blue Angels, like one of their things, and you see like footage of him flying up and all that stuff. And I was so jealous as a kid. I'm like, I would love to do that. I see all these actors doing that. I'm like, I would do that shit for free. Like, throw me in there. I would love to just experience that, you know? I know that it'll be nauseating and whatever, but it looks so thrilling to be able to just experience that. That kind of speed, those kinds of heights, all whatever, that kind of noise, just the adrenaline of it, like that, it gets me excited. Assuming that I'm in the cockpit with a very competent fighter pilot.
Yeah, you know? I mean, that's the thing though. I think after a while you might be fine with it, but I would definitely be that person who's like, please make sure we have a sick bucket really close by.
Yeah.
It's no. Yeah, I have issues.
Anyway. You don't think you can like train yourself to get used to this stuff?
I probably could, but you know me, I get car sick when you drive. So like, what am I gonna do with like tons of G-force on my face?
I've been training you for all the G-forces.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Maybe it's possible that this will feel nicer than being tossed around in a car.
In a car.
Yeah. See, now I'm so curious about what that feels like compared to, like, the only context I have, the only sort of example or experience I have to draw upon is flying in regular planes. I'm trying to imagine maybe the worst turbulence ever when you're in one of those civilian planes is basically what you're experiencing times a million in one of those jets.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know. I just imagine it's probably like when you're driving a very fast car, when we've been in those racetrack things, and you get that kind of pushback, but instead you're flying, and so you get that same feel as maybe being on a roller coaster, but times 1,000.
Right. Well, what's going through my head right now is this is not a luxury experience at all, right? So it's gonna be loud, first off, and it's not meant to be a Mercedes-Benz. It's like, it's meant to do a thing.
Yeah.
It's not trying to be cute. It's it has an objective.
It's a big boy.
It's not concerned with your comfort. It's concerned with getting the job done.
Yeah.
And so I imagine like the vibrations are so strong. It's really loud in there. It's not like supposed to be a comfortable thing. It's a job.
I would just have epic cheek wobble.
Right.
Like, I'm excited for this, and the fact that they managed to get 6 IMAX type cameras inside the cockpit, I think this is gonna look so cool.
Well, when you make it digital, it's a lot easier to achieve that kind of thing.
Right.
I'm almost certain that this is being shot digital unless they have some sort of way of, I don't know, transferring that information to a camera that's actually recording on film.
Oh wow.
But I don't think that's what's happening at all. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of digital
interface
movement of information. As soon as the lights are on, the camera's on, suddenly I'm not as articulate, but I'm pretty sure it's all a digital interface, which I don't mind. But you know, when you're dealing with people like Christopher Nolan out there, it's like, oh, I wish it was. There's a part of me that wishes it was film, but I don't know how you would do that. Somehow they did Top Gun before with film.
Strap it on with duct tape.
Yeah. I mean, at least in this particular instance, like if Nolan was doing it, you'd best believe he would actually use real IMAX cameras. And one of the things that he often deals with is he has to shoot his dialogue stuff on a regular film camera instead of IMAX because the IMAX cameras are so loud.
Right.
But in this particular instance, I don't think it would matter.
Yeah, because everything would probably have to be dubbed anyway because
Right.
it's so loud.
Right. But in any case, I agree with you. It's pretty amazing that they were able to get 6. I mean, that's how far the technology has come, right? That they were able to get 6 IMAX level cameras in there, so you get 6 different angles, and it varies what you're going to be able to get in the cockpit a bit more. A lot more. And you're getting 6 times more of the shots that you could normally get. This is going to be a fun and fitting update to Top Gun.
How exciting.
Yeah.
June 2020. Only 6 months or so away.